What is NDI router? So NDI router is part of the NDI tools software, and it essentially allows you to switch NDIs to an NDI main out. So today we're going to be looking at the router. So these are the actual NDI outputs of router. So I've configured this to be like a main screen, for example, and then this one is a digital stage monitor. So essentially, we can now tie these NDI outputs to the actual Axis SDI outputs. So if we now go back to the Axis software, I can now, let's say, go on number 3. We decode, obviously, because we want to output the NDI to a screen. So let's say number 3, I've got the SDI connected for the main screens. And now I'm looking for that main screen because I've called it that. And here you can also see the router dest 3 and 4. So this is what they'll be called as default when you first open the program. But yeah, I've named that as main screen. So I'm going to click that. And then we just click start on that. And then for number 4, we'll be doing the same process. Refresh the sources, except this time I'll be choosing that DSM, Digital Stage Monitor, NDI. And then we'll click start on that. And so now we can go back to the NDI router. And essentially we've now tied together the NDI outputs of this router to the Axis. The Axis is now outputting these two NDI feeds. So an SDI3 on the back of the unit, I've got my main screens plugged in. And then on SDI4 on the back of the unit, I've got my comfort monitor or DSM connected.